What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ascalon, Mrs. Ascalon, and we are Team Rixie. So, you're probably wondering why we are dressed like this. Actually, if you read the title of this video, you can figure that out really quickly. But if you just came to our channel and hit that play button really quick, you're probably like, why are they dicked out in leis and sunglasses, okay? Oh man, we should have played some Hawaiian music. We have another Disney restaurant review for you. Today we are reviewing Ohana.
Ohana, Ohana, make way, make way.
Yes, that's going to be the next viral TikTok video. Dance video right there. But anyways, we're going to talk about various things with Ohana. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Do you want to say it or you want me to say it?
Let's go.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about for our restaurant review of Ohana is we're going to kind of, throughout this video, kind of compare, I guess, and contrast how Ohana was pre-COVID closure and, I guess, Polynesian renovations closure, and to what Ohana is now and the food that they serve and different things like that.
Yes, because it has changed, and we ate there twice before, and we've eaten there once after.
Okay, so like always, we're going to start with the location. So for those of you who don't know where Ohana is located, it is located in the Polynesian Resort. It is upstairs, kind of behind Tambu Lounge. Kind of an odd location for me a little bit. It's almost tucked, you know, in the back.
Well, it's big, so, and it has the big long windows, so it makes sense for it to be back there.
Yeah, and it has a sign too to let you know that it is back there.
Don't go to Kona Cafe. I mean, do go there, but don't go there thinking it's Ohana.
Yeah, Kona Cafe is kind of next door, I guess.
It's very good too.
It's really good too. We'll probably do a restaurant review of Kona Cafe at some point. The Polynesian has been renovated, like I said earlier, and when we went inside, I didn't notice. We've never stayed there before, so I've never noticed.
We haven't spent a whole lot of time at the Polynesian, just to eat maybe.
So I didn't notice any major changes or anything.
But I know that the rooms are kind of very tastefully and subtly Moana themed now, which makes me happy.
Yeah, we may have to figure out a way to stay there at some point, at least a day or two if we can, just to see it, because that sounds awesome.
So.
But anyways, so just go eat at Ohana and you don't have to worry about staying there. All right, so we covered location.
Just stay
stay at Pop Century. And so the type of restaurant that Ohana is Polynesian theme, of course. It's at the Polynesian, hence our leis here.
Oh, Raymond. May I show the people before we continue?
Show the people.
So here is my shirt for the 50th. Party like
she really wanted to show that shirt also. Now she gets that opportunity.
If you know. Okay.
And I'm wearing a tie-dye shirt because at school today, we're celebrating Red Ribbon Week this weekend. We had tie-dye day.
Because you love it, okay.
This is her shirt, not mine.
I love tie-dye.
But anyways, the type of restaurant that it is Polynesian themed, like I said. It's family style. So that means that they bring the food out to you.
And
your
they
table.
Bring plates and dishes, platters of food, and everybody serves themselves from the platters.
And you can eat as much as you want.
All you care to enjoy.
Yeah. So it's not a buffet because they bring it to your table, but you can ask for, more of whatever you want and they'll bring it out to you.
If you decide you want chicken for the rest of the evening, like this.
She's hinting at something here with this.
Then you can have it.
Yeah. All you can eat, chicken and whatever. We're going to get into the food in a little bit. Reservations, you want to cover that?
Okay, well, as far as reservations are concerned, Ohana is a very, very in-demand restaurant on Disney property.
Especially now that it reopened.
Yes.
I'm sure it's even more popular and in demand.
Breakfast, dinner, it doesn't matter. Your best bet is if you have, resort reservations and tickets, I would suggest booking your reservation toward the end of your stay because you're more likely to get what you want. When I made reservations this time, I had to make reservations for a party of 8, which is a lot more than we are used to.
Yeah, it's normally just the two of us.
And so we have, it was Ascalon and me, and his youngest sister Shannon and her boyfriend Jordan, their friends James and Tori, who are a married couple,
yes.
and then Bryant, who is their other friend.
So we ended up with only 7. We had a reservation for 8 because I think one person
couldn't come. But anyways,
on the trip.
It was a big party. All that is to say, I had made reservations for 8.
Yeah.
And I ended up, like I said, having to do it the very last day that we were there. But it ended up working out. We had to get like a 4:30 reservation, which was kind of early. Mm-hmm. But we were all going to Boo Bash that night. So it kind of worked out. You know, we got to eat, digest a little bit before going back to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, to get candy and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
For Boo Bash. So basically, you know, the larger your party, you want to try to get those reservations made early as possible.
If you can't get them early in your stay, go for the last couple of days. You'll be able to find something that you can get. I mean, if we got a party of 8, that's pretty daggum good.
Yeah. So, all right, the atmosphere is up next, and so there's some cool things about Ohana. That's really neat. First of all, there's a ukulele singer. I don't know how often he performs. I don't know if there's multiple people throughout the day. But every time we've gone, there's been a ukulele singer at some point that kind of serenades you as you eat. Yep. He usually plays fun songs and walks around and talks to people. And
sometimes he'll interact with the kids a little bit and have them come up and, like, you know, dance.
Do some, like, you know, hula type dancing, you know, for fun. So that's really cool. There's like tiki stuff and all this tropical sceneries around you throughout the restaurant as you walk to your table and different things like that. So it really immerses you in that Polynesian type atmosphere. The grill, that's really cool.
Okay, so the kitchen is like most restaurants, kind of off to the side, but then there's this grill right in the middle of the restaurant where they roast and grill the meat, and it just smells great. You could hear it sizzling.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Really awesome. I love that. And a lot of those type family style type restaurants like Texas de Brazil kind of have, you know, stuff like that where you can kind of see them grilling the meat and making it and stuff like that. And then there's also if you have a window seat, which we weren't fortunate to have this last time, but we've sat there before, you get a good view of the Polynesian lava pool, which is a really cool pool.
And
I guess it's their big pool.
Yes,
obviously,
it's their big pool.
with the slides and everything. And you get a view of
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
You can see Space Mountain really well from Ohana.
Yeah. forgot which restaurant we were at for a second.
And then
if
you can also see the castle in the background, so it's a nice view.
All right, next up is the price. And so they do offer breakfast first and foremost. I want to point that out. And we'll talk more about that when we get to the food. We've never done the breakfast before, but on the website, the breakfast has $2 signs, which is about $15 to $34.99. I'm assuming the $15 end is more the kids' breakfast, and then the adults are more on that end. Well,
they have price ranges set up on Disney, and whatever price that restaurant has, they put it in that range.
Okay.
So, and we've never done that, and it's character.
But right now they don't have the characters.
Usually, pre-COVID, you have Lilo and Stitch who walk around and visit with the kids and stuff like that. But it's, you know, character meals are a little sparse right now. But
well, maybe since they're loosening restrictions, that might change in the near future.
Sure.
You just never know. You know, one day it's like we're gonna get rid of this thing and bring this back, and then the next day, they may be taking something away. So,
and like on a Thursday, you could have like 5 things reopen. It's just crazy.
And then dinner prices are $3 signs, so a little more pricey, I guess, between $35 to $59.99. I think they have gone up on the dinner prices since reopening.
Is, I believe, $59.
Yeah, that's about what we paid per person. So,
and I feel like, I'm not sure, but I feel like that's a little more expensive than last time.
I think so,
but I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
But I mean, the atmosphere is really cool. You get that Polynesian immersion.
If you
the
eat
food
a lot,
is good. And
it's worth your price. If you eat a lot.
Definitely, if you eat a lot, you more than paid for the meal that you have. So, again, if you want a pretty cool family style dinner with some Polynesian flavors, then Ohana is definitely a good choice. All right, so let's talk about the food, which is, of course, the best part of any of our restaurant reviews. It always makes me hungry. So we're going to talk about the post-COVID menu, the menu that we had last time, but we're going to mention what was different things that they used to have the first couple of times that we went.
Things that have changed.
Yeah, so the first thing that they bring out for you is bread and salad. So this time they had cheddar bacon biscuits and with honey butter.
Yes, and they were good. I tried and I was like, this is okay.
I'm not a huge bread person.
Dude, you put that honey butter on those, it changes your experience. Okay, so if you're going to eat the cheddar bacon biscuits, be sure you put that honey butter on there because it's worth it.
So before,
if you're a bread fan.
before for the bread, they would have the Ohana signature bread.
Which is like a pineapple bread. It's more like a loaf. And I've read that if you go to Kona Cafe, which is next door to Ohana, that you can still order the bread there. I'm not sure, but that's what I've read. So. And
the salad was essentially the same all 3 times that we've gone. I just think the dressing is different.
It's a mixed green salad with a vinaigrette. Sometimes they call it a lilikoi vinaigrette. But right now it's like a citrus. It just says citrus vinaigrette. Yeah. It's good.
So the salad essentially stayed the same. And then the appetizers come out next. And so
on a big platter.
Yeah, so pork dumplings we've had every time we've gone there.
Pork dumplings, and they're like pan-fried, not steamed, so they're crunchy. They're good.
And then honey coriander chicken wings have also come back on the menu like they were before. I love those wings there. I ate a lot of them this time. I'm sure I've eaten a lot of them in the past.
We need to learn to cook them because our friend Jason, who also made the Carolina Reaper hot sauce for us, has made them. And I think that it would be worth it.
So, Beth, next time y'all make them, if you can bring me some to school, I would greatly appreciate it. Or just invite us over, We
just invited ourselves.
Yeah, I think we did.
No.
And anyway, so for the appetizers, they also used to have stir-fried veggies.
Yeah.
They don't have that anymore. I kind of miss that. Those were pretty good.
Me too. I like some veg with my dinner. I don't just like carbs and meat,
Broccoli is usually included.
Or broccolini.
Or broccolini. And then the noodles. So let's talk about the noodles. So when they reopened, they didn't have noodles. And everybody, Twitter, the internet, pitched a fit about these noodles.
Noodlegate.
I'm sorry, that's so lame, but it's funny.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people that were a fan of the noodles, which I had the noodles last time we went. I can't remember if I had them in the past. They're pretty good for noodles. I'm not a huge noodle person unless it's spaghetti.
They're a little bit sweet, almost like a Thai noodle, sort of. They're good, but that's never my favorite part of the meal. So. Yeah,
so anyways, people pitched a fit, and so they brought them back. What did they have instead of noodles before? Do you know?
I think they just had left them.
They just didn't have them.
Yeah.
And so anyway, apparently, if you want something to return to Disney World, you need to pitch a fit about it. So I need to start pitching a fit about annual pass holder perks or something
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Or
am I right?
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Let's bring that bad boy back somehow. I may have to go to Disneyland soon to ride that. And so anyway, so the noodles are back. So those of you that are a fan of noodles, you can get the noodles. And then they bring out the meats, which is your entree. And so the meats have changed a lot, I guess, more so than everything else.
In the past, what did they do?
They were on skewers.
They were on skewers, kind of like Texas de Brazil.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with that, they come out with the big skewer. There's steak and chicken
and shrimp.
Marinated, delicious. Ugh.
Yeah,
so
the
good.
chicken.
And they bring it out and they'd say, how much do you want? And then just scrape it off. And
I used to destroy that chicken. I would ask for that.
I'd be ready for dessert, and she'd
again.
go, "You ready for dessert?" And he's like, "Can I have more chicken? Can I have more chicken?" And he'd look at me and go, "Am I allowed to ask for more chicken?"
The chicken was the best part.
Yes, you can ask for more chicken.
In addition to the honey coriander chicken wings, so all the chicken is good there. But now, instead of having the skewers, they bring out kind of the meats in a bowl.
Yeah.
And so they have grilled steak, they have shrimp as well. But the chicken is probably the one that's the most different. I would say it's grilled chicken on the bone.
It's thigh, so it's good.
Yeah, and it's a Polynesian chicken with a chimichurri. I almost said chimichurri.
And if you don't know
sauce.
what that is, it's kind of an herby, garlicky mix, and it's usually on Argentinian food and stuff like that, like Latin food. But it's this kind of herby green sauce on top of the chicken. It's refreshing.
It's pretty good. But I miss the old chicken that they used to have. I mean, I did eat some of this one and I enjoyed it. But that chicken that they used to have just was perfectly marinated. It was juicy. Because, chicken can be pretty dry sometimes and overcooked. But that was, really good. So I am sad about that a little bit.
Can I say what I miss?
What do you miss?
I miss the shrimp the way they used to do.
Yeah, the shrimp is different.
Because this shrimp that we had this time, I don't know if it was just an accident or whatever, but it was overcooked. And you know how I knew? Because the shell stuck to the shrimp. And y'all know me. Shrimp. Y'all know me. I'm from South Louisiana. If your shells are sticking to your seafood, that means you've overcooked it. So it was kind of... Now, I did manage to find a few pieces that were not as difficult to peel, but those first couple, man, I destroyed that shrimp, like tearing it up. And I was like, dang it. Now, that said, the flavor was very good. Yeah. But I miss them kind of like coming with the skewer right after it's cooked and just kind of scraping it off into your plate. But.
Yeah, so that's a pretty big change. So if you've eaten in the past, then you can expect it to be a little different with that. But
again, they bring you all you care to eat. If you would like, Tori at our table was like, I didn't get any dumplings. I want some of those. They brought us a whole new bowl of dumplings.
A bunch of dumplings on there too, which I helped her eat most of those.
And at one point, Raymond said, "Can we get more chicken?" And they brought a whole new bowl of chicken out.
The honey coriander chicken wings.
All you care to enjoy.
Yeah. And then dessert. So I'm gonna let you take that because that's her favorite part. One of her favorite parts, I guess, of the
dessert
meal.
Is like a banana bread pudding. And there's ice cream on it, and they give you this little pitcher. And the pitcher is filled with
that's the
hot
sauce.
Caramel sauce. And so when it was first brought to our table, some of our party was just scooping the bread pudding and the ice cream. I said, well, what are you doing? You have to pour the caramel on top. And they were like, oh, and they were like, is this good? And I mean, it was just drenched. It was like an avalanche. It's so good, y'all. Like, so good. Very good. That caramel sauce. And I'm not like that big of a sweet person.
I said banana pudding. The bread pudding.
Banana bread pudding.
It's banana bread.
Not
so
banana
there you go. Close enough.
Yeah. So it's a delicious dessert. Now, if you have a special event like we have had in the past, we went for Ascalon's birthday one time. They'll bring you like a little pixie dust, like a cupcake or something. So in our party of 7, we had 5 people who were eating there for the first time. They brought these.
Yeah.
They brought these little Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, compared to the rest of the meal, was kind of lame, but I thought it was still nice.
Yeah,
it was very sweet.
For their first time eating there. We didn't get that, obviously, because we didn't there before. I guess we should have told them it was our first time, too.
I didn't need one.
Yeah, I was good, too, but just the thought behind it. Yeah. That makes it special. All right, and then lastly, with food, obviously the drinks. And so, they have regular
special
beverages,
drinks.
like sodas and stuff like that. And then they also have, your special drinks. And so we really want to showcase one special drink in particular, which is the Lapu Lapu.
Lapu Lapu.
So that is a really cool drink because it is inside of a pineapple.
Without going into too much detail about what all is in there. It is a hollowed out pineapple, and they fill it with pineapple-y goodness and some ice. And then they top it with a pineapple, and they give you a straw. And Bryant and I both had one because, I mean, where else are you going to get that? Like,
that is pretty cool. I think I had it one time in the past.
I know. I think you've just tasted mine.
Or just tasted, okay.
But
I could have sworn I ordered it maybe once myself. Because I was like, I think maybe the second time we went, I was like, I want to have one of those.
That's good.
So
I mean, it's not like super like, oh, I've never tried something like that before. It's a tropical drink, but being in that pineapple, that's like the special part of it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
They bring it to your table, and everybody else is looking like, what'd she get? What'd she get?
What's in that pineapple? So yeah, that's definitely a drink that you probably need to try. And Bryant loved it, and Mrs. Ascalon loves it. So
yummy.
So if you can have that type of drink, then go for it. All right.
They probably would make like a virgin.
I wonder, yeah.
I bet they would. If a kid wanted it, I bet they would do it.
That'd be really cool. as a kid to have a drink inside of a pineapple. I know I would be really like impressed.
When I was
with
little,
that.
I would have been like, "That's all I want."
Yeah, just pour me some Sprite in there.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings us to service. And so the service, of course, like at any Disney restaurant, is usually pretty good. We've never had bad service here.
We've had slow service, but never bad service.
Yeah. Everybody's always friendly. They get your food out, pretty decently. But we did notice one change that also kind of made us sad this time. So before, they would refer to you as cousin because Ohana means family, right? And so they treat you like family while you're there. But the last time we went, we noticed that they didn't say that. And so that was kind of sad. And,
we kind of wondered if maybe it was because we had such a large party that they kind of had to hurry more.
Yeah, and maybe they forgot or
like when it was just the two of us before, they would say, "Hello, cousin." That's what we call you because we're family. And they would say, "Cousin, would you like some more chicken?" Or
and I like that because it really fits the theming there.
Yeah.
And that's what make, eating at Disney restaurants kind of special. Like 50's Primetime Cafe, how they also treat you like, family members.
Like they're your mom and they want you to get your elbows off the table.
Yeah, we'll have to maybe review that restaurant at some point.
That's a fun restaurant.
It is. But yeah, so that made it kind of a little more special, but they didn't say that last time. I don't know if they've gotten rid of it completely.
I'm hoping that was just kind of
an oversight.
Yeah.
Well, definitely. But the service is good. They got, for having a large party, anytime we asked for something, it was brought out to us pretty quickly.
I mean, we didn't have to wait for anything. It was great.
All right, and then we're going to move on to some fun facts. We have a couple about Ohana. And so the first fun fact involves fireworks. And so apparently if you go out to... What?
We're not really fireworks.
Yeah.
We're not understand for fireworks. But if you're having dinner and you don't want to go back to the park, then...
You can see the fireworks from there, right? Or go out to the little... They have a little beach area.
There's a beach outside of the Polynesian, and we have some friends that have sworn by that. They're like, if you really want a good view of the fireworks, go
Fireworks
out
from Magic Kingdom, right?
Yes, from Magic Kingdom. Go out to the beach on the Polynesian. Now, I can't guarantee there won't be a crowd there, but like if you're eating dinner and then, kind of late, and then you want to go out there, I mean, that's great.
Yeah. So that's really cool that you have a good view of the Magic Kingdom fireworks without actually being inside of Magic Kingdom. Yeah. So that's a cool little fun fact for you. And then the other fun fact that we have, Mrs. Ascalon has actually eaten at that restaurant before it was called Ohana.
So when Polynesian first had a restaurant there, it was called... I'm having to read the name because I don't remember it. Papit Bay Veranda.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
Papit Bay, that's hard.
Papit Bay Veranda. Papit, whatever.
Anyway, I remember we went when I was in the 3rd grade. We went to visit my aunt who lived in Melbourne at the time, and we went to Magic Kingdom 2 days in a row. That's all we did. But I remember we ate at, it was either Crystal Palace or the Plaza. I can't remember which one. But I do remember eating at the Polynesian. And they had very kind of more authentic Polynesian food. And
that's cool.
They had like music and dancers and stuff. And it was really neat. And so going back later, with you as Ohana, it kind of brought back some memories. So it was really cool restaurant back in the day. It changed to Ohana in like 1995, I think.
Yeah, because I think the other one closed around like 94.
94, yeah.
So that's a pretty cool fact that Mrs. Ascalon got to eat there before it was called Ohana. So I never got to experience that because when I went as a kid, I don't think we ate a whole lot in any of the restaurants on site.
Look, trust me. At lunchtimes, we exited the park, took the monorail all the way back to our car at the TTC, and ate sandwiches and drank high seas out of the back of our van. Yeah. So it's not like we were like Putin and high cotton, but. But
that's a new one.
Yeah, so that was back in the day before you could bring food and drinks into the parks.
Yeah, so there you go. All right, so it's that time where we're going to give our personal rating out of 10.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Are we going to give pre-COVID and post-COVID ratings?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
Let's
out
do
of
that.
10, yes? Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that's fair.
All right, so for me, I feel like before I would give it a 9.
I'm surprised.
Why?
Because that's your favorite restaurant at Disney.
It is. It is. But like, I guess there are a few things that I necessarily, with what they bring out to you, I don't necessarily care for. And so I guess
it's all like really palatable food.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not huge on the noodles. I'm not big on the bread. Now the
On the
meats.
salad.
Okay, I would say 9.5.
You just want meat and
9.5.
wings.
Because that chicken was phenomenal that they used to have. So I would say 9.5 pre-COVID, and I would say 8.5 post-COVID. Again, just a few things that they've changed or gotten rid of. I'm not a huge fan of that.
Okay.
So
That's fair. All right, pre-COVID. Don't get mad at me, okay. I would probably give it about an 8 pre-COVID.
okay.
Not for service or anything like that.
Yeah.
But because for me, the food it's very well done, but it's not special.
Not necessarily special.
Yeah.
I get that. She's not big on
Okay, 8.5.
meats
I'll give you
like
an
me.
8.5.
So yeah. Like I
Yeah.
love a Texas de Brazil type restaurant, and so that's what this is for
Yeah.
me at Disney, and so I love that.
Whereas you guys know that I'm a huge seafood person. Well, I mean, I'm not getting that at this restaurant, so
Except for shrimp, but
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. So okay, I'll give it an 8.5.
Okay.
Post-COVID, I'm trying not to be cruel. I'll give it about a 7.5.
Okay.
I was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed. One thing that we didn't mention is in the past they brought different kinds of sauces to the table
Yeah.
for the dumplings, for the meats. They told you what they were and everything. Maybe I missed it, but I don't remember any sauces being
either.
brought to our table.
Yeah.
That was kind of a bummer. Plus the fact that the service changed a little. I don't know. It's still very good, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah, and
I think that probably as time goes by,
That's what I was
it's
about to
probably
say.
going to get kind of more back to normal.
yeah. And I mean, COVID has affected a lot of things, and so
Yeah.
they're getting their feet up under them right now with reopening. I mean, they brought back the noodles because people wanted that, so that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, as time goes on, it'll probably be more back to normal. I don't know if they'll change like the chicken back or anything like that, but maybe they'll go back to saying cousin and all of that stuff. Another thing we forgot to mention really quickly before we close this video out. So I did a poll on Twitter, asking people on Twitter, and I don't have a huge following on Twitter or anything like that, but I had a decent amount of votes. And so we gave 4 choices for the restaurant review that we were going to do next. It was Ohana, Boma, Sanaa, and
Hollywood Brown
Derby. And so Ohana got the most votes. So that's why we decided, because we had talked about doing Sanaa last video when we did Nomad Lounge, but we decided on Ohana because that one received the most votes. Hollywood Brown Derby was second, so that may be the next one that we do.
The other thing was Ohana, I think people were interested to find out what the difference was
Mm-hmm.
from reopening. They've only been reopened for a couple months now.
Yeah.
2 or 3 months. So people are interested in knowing what's different.
So I wanted to point out, this is why, because if you've seen the last video, you probably was like, why are they not doing Sanaa right now? And this is why. We're going to do Sanaa eventually. We will eventually get to that. But I think our next one will probably be Hollywood Brown Derby, just because I had a really good time there last time, and I really want to do a review on that one.
Every time we go back to Hollywood Brown Derby,
It gets better and better to me.
I like it more.
Yeah.
Like the first time we went, I was like, meh. And now I'm like, do we have reservations?
But anyways, this is an Ohana video,
Yes,
so let's
I know.
stray away
Okay,
from
okay.
Hollywood Brown Derby.
It's a preview. It's a preview.
So yeah, that'll probably be the next one. And we gotta start shelling these out a little bit quicker, because like I said in the previous video, my brother-in-law, he wants the goods on Disney restaurants before him and my other sister go. I think they're going in January. So
No, Valentine's.
Okay, so February then. There you go. So whenever they go. So we got a few more months to get out a few more videos, which we should be able to. So look for definitely another restaurant review for Disney World in the future. All right, I think that wraps up everything that we wanted to cover.
Ohana, Ohana, make way, make way.
I guess we're going to end with that song again. So, again, I'm Ascalon. This is Mrs. Ascalon. We are Team Rixie. Thank you so much for the support on our new channel. It's still fairly new, so I can say that. I also have a gaming channel, so I like to throw that out there. It's Ascalon. So if you're into gaming, you can, subscribe to that channel and check out a variety of videos that I have on there. I'm also on social media at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, all at Ascalon. We also now have a fairly new Instagram page for Team Rixie. It's actually Team_Rixie. So you can follow us on Instagram. Yeah.
What's an underscore?
It's a dash that's on the ground at the bottom of the letters. So Team, I think you got to hit Shift dash Rixie is our name on Instagram. For some reason, Team Rixie just combined was taken. Whoever took that, I want it. Or maybe have to pay for it or something. But it's Team_Rixie, so you can follow us on Instagram for really cool Disney World and Universal Studios pictures that we're posting there. All right. Well, you guys take care. We're out. We're about to go maybe eat some food because now I'm hungry, even though I just ate not too long ago.
We don't have anything like Ohana here.
No, we don't. But anyways, y'all take care. We'll see you in the next video that we make. Peace.
Bye.
But anyways, we got another restaurant review for you from Disney World. We are reviewing
Ohana, Ohana, make way, make way. Oh, that was horrible. I'm sorry.
Dance right there. So, we're going to dive right in. You took your sunglasses off.
Yeah, I don't want to wear them the whole time.
You want to say it or you want me to say it?
Let's go. Wait, is that what I'm supposed to say?
Yeah, let's go.
I wanted to take these off at the same time.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then, let's just do that part again. We're going to talk about various things with the restaurants. Like we... I didn't look at the camera when we did that. I just went...
I don't know if I
It's fine.
got it either.
All right.
Yes.
And it's normally just the two of
Yes.
us, but we had a huge party last time.
And to shout out to all those wonderful people who ate with us, there was Shannon, which is
My sister, my
Raymond's
youngest
sister, and her boyfriend.
You got to start that over.
Okay.